Welcome back to a guessing game of what the heck do I actually know? We are back talking to this World Tournament guy. We're gonna start the finals. Actually, you know, I'm gonna save real quick. Okay, starting the finals. I accidentally overridden my save that I was gonna use for Tien, but shouldn't be a big deal. I can easily go around and I can work around it.
Will the title of the world's greatest belong to our returning hero Goku or to the mysterious Junior?
And I ate a bunch of meals, so I'm literally one of the best I can be. I have boosts to attack, defense, everything. That's sad.
No need to say goodbye to your little friends, because after I finish killing you, they'll be right behind you.
He's a big old softy, it's okay.
I won't let that happen.
It looked like Goku was just straight up smiling at the camera, to be honest. What does he know?
All right, who will be the one to claim the grand prize of this, the 23rd World Tournament?
Have you
I don't
made
know.
your peace?
Make peace with what?
What else?
Hmm.
Your death!
Oh no!
It's time! The
Yes!
final match of the
This has
tournament
literally all been one
begins!
session, by the way. I have not stopped playing this, and it has been hours.
Let's be clear. My power far exceeds that of the person you faced 3 years ago.
Oh yeah? That makes two of us. It's all play here. The
Oh
final
gosh.
match of the 23rd World Tournament.
Hey!
But which of them will take home
Ow.
the championship?
Look at that.
The entire world is on the edge.
Yeah, I got the Super Kamehameha. Honestly, it's a lot harder to collect in orbs and upgrade than it is in the normal story.
Flies from the palm of Junior's hand.
Ah! This is an actual, like, dodge thing. What are we, back at Raditz? Is this the, yeah, that is how Raditz was, I think. Well, I think because it could have been, like, someone else. But they had a guy who was like that. It's usually not every fight.
You're not like the other father.
You're not like the others. Yeah! I'm the main character. Yes, okay, cinematic attack. Oh wow, I am doing so much damage. I mean, especially I think it's because I also probably am doing more damage now that I shed my like weight stuff. It probably makes him do more damage. Yes! Yes! And then once he's in the air, oh, he can't block. I thought the whole point of him being in the air was that he couldn't block. Yes, I win! Easy as Paneses.
Come on, what else you got?
Oh, we still going? It might be, it was either because of the buffs or because of the fact that I shed my stuff and I was naturally going to be stronger. I think it's because of the buffs. But that's the point. That's why you get buffs. I don't want it to be too hard. I don't want it to take so long as like Tien's. That one took so long.
You just sealed the fate.
But it
of
still
your
didn't mean that I was
entire
getting my butt
life.
kicked. God, I love this scene. I always love the Kamehameha clashes. It's so iconic. Honestly, it's like every single big anime has stuff that's so iconic that even if you don't know the anime or whatever, you know the scene. You're like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. What is it? With Luffy, it's like him just doing a gum pistol. With Goku, it's just doing his... It's like their signature techniques. Their signature techniques usually are what people know, and it goes worldwide. Like, people are like, oh, I know that scene. That's how popular these are. And how long they've been
How could he have
around.
survived? That's like impossible.
And how repetitive the signature moves are.
Failed.
You are really hurt, though.
For a fleeting moment, I felt fear. You will pay for that.
Will I?
Wow! Goku has unleashed a devastating attack! Ha! Ladies and gents, by hook or by crook, Junior is still
Hook or
standing!
crook? What are you mumbling about again?
He does not look happy.
You see the crew just lurking in the back,
that
yeah.
creep! He looks like King Piccolo.
Oh yeah, that
Did
version
you
of
say
launch.
Piccolo?
Or knows her. Knows him.
Now that you mention it.
Those horns. He looks mean.
And ugly too.
So rude.
Silence, mere mortals!
Yeah, he's like, what the heck?
I am the reincarnated King Piccolo!
Which everyone knows King Piccolo, because in this universe, there's a king of the world, and the original King Piccolo broadcasted himself worldwide, threatening the king of the world.
King Piccolo's dark reign is nigh!
I don't think anyone but like the king of the world really knew who defeated Piccolo. Also, besides his friends, of course, but they all knew King Piccolo. It freaked out as heck. I'll never get over like the pixelated seams on their clothes, and I never think it's sloppy. I always think it's because it feels like an iconic thing now. Like if they tried to make it high res, it wouldn't feel normal.
What a pro.
He loves his job.
Get out of here, all of you! I won't do this if I know you're in danger!
Ah, right. Good luck.
Break time's over. No more distractions.
Sorry to disappoint, but this world isn't yours and never will be!
Let's just see if you're still that confident after you've seen my latest technique.
Okay. Oh, right. This is his main new technique. Is big mode. The only time we ever see big mode after this is in the Dragon Ball Z movie, non-canon movie with Slug. Namekians, yes, they can turn big.
You look just like the rodent you are.
I don't know why they didn't on Namek, but I'm pretty sure also even Evil King Piccolo did. I don't remember. Maybe, I think it's actually maybe a 1 in a million thing. Log on to left or right leg. Doing more damage than which is legs. Okay.
No chance of winning. I'll squash you.
Hi, hoppa. So I don't want to use too much ki at the moment.
Still so fast, even with the M4. I wouldn't be so sure.
Ow.
Don't get ahead of yourself. It's not over till it's over.
Ow. He only does 1 damage with that, so I don't have to worry too much. Oh no. Oh, why? Why? Why am I so foolish? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to... Oh, jumping does make me faster. I thought so. Hiya!
I figured that huge body would make for an easier round. So
Nope.
much for that idea. Think of something else.
Stun him, stun him, stun him, stun him, stun him, stun him, stun him.
You have time to think. You should think about your own survival.
As I said before, I love the music in Dragon Ball. Ha! Oh, I'm not even going to be able to stun him. I'm that strong. I won without even being able to stun him. Wow, those boosts really did a lot more than I thought. Plus, I did upgrade a bit, like my
Figured out
level.
how to handle an opponent of such ginormous size.
Yeah, be able to smack him in the cranium. They even did that with Cell Max in the newest movie. Smack him in the face. Was it his face? Yeah, I could have sworn it was his superhero.
Insolent maggot.
Internet maggot.
I told you your size didn't matter. You still won't win.
Size doesn't matter,
You
it's
see, all
technique
it
that
really does is
matters.
make you a bigger target.
Wow.
Bigger target.
Goku's really against size
I'll show
mattering.
you a bigger target.
Huh?
Or is Junior
Oh,
just compensating?
You're not done with your growth spurt, are you?
Bigger, bigger, bigger.
Watch this.
I'm cooler. Wow, okay. To be fair, a lot of people are like, oh, bigger is not better. Does make you a bigger target. But sometimes it's like you could try hitting him and he just flicks you off. Like your attacks won't hurt him. I think bigger is really only better sometimes when your opponent's not that strong. Oh yeah, he got him to grow bigger. It was a bluff. I forgot. It was intentional. See, Goku's smart when he tries. His character is canonically kind of dumb though, but he's really like combat smart.
This is...
Which is why I'm glad the manga especially is getting back to combat smarts.
Yeah.
Instead of just pure power.
What's this? Oh, I see.
In the
So my
anime
evil
already,
containment wave
oh, the
was
anime already
reversed.
like, especially during the Tournament of Power, went to combat smarts pretty a lot quicker than the manga did.
But Goku rescued you.
Because the
Goku
manga
did?
took past the Tournament of Power until more recent. I would say the Ginger is his name arc,
That's better. Feeling small,
like
are
the
we?
arc after the
Better
wizard.
Be careful. Getting
The most
angry
recent
is
arc.
bad for your health.
You will perish. Pathetic.
His
Do
name
you
Guard?
really think you
I don't
stand a
remember.
chance against my power?
Yeah,
The great Demon King will make you rue this day.
he's gonna start dancing. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. I do love how whenever he upgrades, even more recent, it's like you can see the veins in his head.
So much power gathered in one place before.
I remember the last time I saw it though. I do say recent because I could swear it happened in the manga, at least during Meru, I think is his name, the wizard's arc.
Nomads, get as far away as you possibly can.
Is he gonna explode?
Leaving without you, Goku!
Just go. I've got this.
Goku, listen! You cannot stay here! You must come with us!
I genuinely don't remember what happens at this point. I do like the effects though, they're nice.
No, it's too late. There's no time left for everyone to escape.
Escape what?
Try beam!
Try beam!
Everyone, get in, hurry!
I think it is this destruction.
Let's go!
Tien is like the most helpful, by the way.
You gotta
His
get out
tri-beam
there.
is the best technique.
Flee, Goku, now!
He has made multiple
Hey,
shelters
move it.
throughout the
You're in
series
danger,
and
geezer.
used it to like
You'll
suppress
die if you don't get in the
Cell.
hole. Now hurry up and move!
Die!
Yeah, I like Lodge. Hiya! Yeah, it's an explosive wave. I don't think he's self-destructing, I think it's just an explosive wave. It's where you release your ki, as much as your ki as possible, into like a gigantic wave. You can kind of more control it if you keep it centered, but if it goes out like that, he's gonna weaken himself. Used up a lot of ki. So you better hope he won. With something like Vegeta, for example, when he was trying to get rid of Majin Buu, he used a complete self-destruction, all of the rest of his ki, and that's why he like died. Because he used everything he had, including his life force. Now, obviously, it didn't work,
Go!
What?
but he's like, what? No. Yeah, Goku withheld it. You didn't have a lot of ki left, my guy. So therefore, it was more
Surprised?
spread out.
You'll have to try a lot harder than that.
That's my logic. It was probably just
How?
big explosion,
But dust!
but not a lot of power.
Me? Nah, I'm still here. You gave it your best shot, Piccolo.
He
but
was
it
aiming
still
for like
wasn't enough to beat
big
me.
distance. So he should have aimed for closer, compact. Would have probably done more damage with how little ki he had. Oh, we keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. First strike.
Monster!
Using all of your energy for a full-powered blast was your last mistake. So what's your next move?
Ow, 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 ow. He grabbed me. Long arm. It's the long arm of justice. Or evil.
I'll unleash
Short arm of justice, long arm of evil. Hey, he's awakening already? Ah! Nope. Oh no. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about him going up and having to dodge it is that it's causing like... It's causing me to focus on him so the dodging gets weird. It happens a lot. Alright. Nope, 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 nope. And if I Oh. Yeah, if I don't get away from him, then dodging. Oh, well, okay. Ah! Ow. What? Follow up! Yeah, so I don't know if that would have happened no matter what, but sometimes, yeah, if you do something special, like do an attack that relates to the canon, you can activate certain cinematic scenes.
What's this?
Hiya! But I think it was just gonna happen no matter what. Yeah, gut punch! I remember that scene. That's an iconic one, actually. I think they even have a statue of it. Ha! Yep. You got his butt rocked. That is awesome.
What are you waiting for? Count it!
I love that. It's so lovely. I think I've just stopped trying to guess things and started enjoying it more.
Do you think he's dead?
Not a chance. He's much tougher than that.
He's more just recuperating.
Let the count begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's gonna drink in the atmosphere.
7,
8, 9. Oh, wow. Ah. A hole right where his heart is. Senzu, 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 Senzu. That was a dirty trick.
Hanging on to the bitter end.
But Goku should have been watching. That is the thing that Goku addresses later on. Like, Whis, his little angel with the God of Destruction, addresses that. Like, Goku lets his guard down way too much. Especially, and this is like one of the early examples.
First your right leg, then the left.
Ugh.
Before you die, I'd like to thank you. Seeing you writhing in pain brings me more joy than you'll ever know.
Ah, gosh, that has to hurt so badly. This is literally torture.
Now that I've deprived you of the use of your body,
You left an arm.
I shall deprive you of your life.
You made the same mistake
Gotta do something. He's
that
gonna
your
kill
previous
Goku.
incarnation did.
There is a way to save him. You must kill me, Tien Shinhan. Junior will die along with me.
What? No, I can't.
You must hurry. I cannot take my own life. If you wish to save him, this is your only chance.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, but...
Please, don't throw your life away.
there's the other point of Goku
Can win. You gotta
is not going to give up.
in me.
No, you can't move. It's just not possible.
Finally, the moment I've been waiting for.
Same
For your
mistake.
crimes
He's
committed
still got one
against
arm.
King Piccolo, revenge will be mine. Die!
The only mistake he's not making is he's not rushing down. He's just firing a blast. Oh, how did he get out of that one? I have questions that I kind of want answered. Ooh.
Now you're just a pathetic pile of ashes. There's not even enough left of you for Shenron to piece back together. I've won! Goku is no more!
Or so
A
you
new
think.
age of
Now
terror
you
and
left your guard
suffering
down.
begins now!
Swear on my life, I'll make you pay
Well,
for that.
To be fair, you're also
Goku
battle
deserves
weary,
so
and you
much
got like
better than this.
3 other warriors right there.
There's no need to grieve
Yeah, I'm
for
sure
your
Krillin and
fallen
Tien.
companion. You'll be
Not
joining
counting-
him in
counting
the
the other two.
afterlife shortly.
Chi-Chi and Launch.
You're a monster.
Because they're
Damn
fighters
you.
too, but they're not as trained martial artists. As much trained martial artists. So I feel like
What's
Chi-Chi, for
wrong,
example,
Krillin?
would still get beaten by
Hey,
Krillin, because
Tien,
Krillin's gone through like hellish
I'm guessing
training.
you've got King Vision.
Because you have
Is
3
that
eyes.
Who I think?
Which I don't think they ever explained why he's a Cyclops. Or not Cyclops, but like Triclops. Triclops. Yeah! I forgot, yeah, he launched himself to the air. And that's what the feet Kamehameha is, right?
It's him!
It's Goku.
I warned you! You
Headbutt! Yeah! And they kind of recreated that in the Reddit saga. I guess I never really thought about that. With his son Gohan. Oh my god, they did recreate that! Yeah! With Reddit's being hit the side. Gohan, his son did the exact same thing.
Ref, is that enough? Did he land outside of the ring?
So concerned with winning. I love it.
Can you tell? Have I won the match?
Oh, let's see. Junior is... Well, he's out! Goku has won! Let's hear it for our new
I love it
world
so much.
champion!
And if I can't go to Tien's backstory after this, I'll just save and then go to a previous save and go to it. But we are doing Tien's backstory as well. That is 100%. But I assume there's more because there seems to be a lot more unlockable stuff.
Wow, you're really something else, Goku!
And the way you dodged that final blow by flying into the sky? You never cease to amaze, world champ!
I did it! I won it all!
This is so much more than I was expecting because I forgot how much this like was an actual like little arc.
Oh, are you okay? Is it bad?
I gotta admit, I felt better.
We gotta get you to a hospital!
No need for that.
Yeah,
Have a
Yajirobe.
Sinzu bean buffet instead.
Yeah, didn't they
You!
supposedly all bring some?
Yajirobe? What
That's
are you
my
doing
question.
here?
Oh, I just came to see the sights.
Or did they all just bring
Then
one?
This huge explosion came out of nowhere, so I had to duck and cover. But that's enough about me.
I like the meme with Krillin later on though, like Sunzabin. And that meme turned into, I mean, meme because he kind of actually did that in the series, but it turned into like an actual thing he does in the games and such.
I won! I'm the World Martial Arts Champion!
Well, I'll be. Wait!
No, 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 no.
Step aside.
Kami, please tell me this is a big mistake. You're not doing what I think you're doing, are you?
A threat has not been vanquished.
It's okay.
This world will never be
You can't tell the
safe
future,
so
but
long as he draws
he's
breath.
gotta be a good dad.
But if
Sub
Piccolo
dad.
dies, you'll go with him.
You are forgetting something, though. You can ask Shenron to bring me back again.
I didn't think you could ever lie, Kami.
What?
Yeah, I love how
created Shenron.
Goku just kind of calls
And
him
the
out.
Dragon Balls too, am I right? So if you leave this world, then it's safe to assume the Dragon Balls will disappear.
I guess it feels like they made him
So, is what
kind of
Goku said
dumber.
true?
Not like combat dumber, but like
Even beings like
dumber-ish
me
in the
are
future.
known to make mistakes
Like
from
with Dragon Ball
time to
Super and
time.
stuff, and it's not
I
great.
created this monster before us. His power has
like he loses
surpassed
his
my
sense of
own,
common sense
plunging the world
in the
into
manga
chaos.
and the anime.
Earth deserves
It's
better.
kind of silly.
I am an unfit guardian of this world. To die like this would
And then
be
Vegeta
just.
is supposed to be the common sense in the
Rubbish.
future, and
It
I'm like,
was
no,
you who
no, no,
restored
no.
peace and
Why can't they
hope to
both
our
have some
troubled
common sense,
world.
and Goku just be kind of oblivious?
If you had never forged the Dragon Balls, Goku and the others would have never met or grown nearly as strong as they have.
Yeah.
That journey began with a single ball. Now countless people owe their lives to these heroes.
This monologue, since this is the
Goku,
end of the
You are
Dragon Ball
fortunate to have had
original
such an excellent
series,
True. He's the best there
you
is.
have no idea how impactful
No, really.
it is.
I just taught a few basic skills. He would
Because
have
you get through
never
the
reached
entirety
such
of
heights
Dragon Ball,
without
and it's
you
like
and Master
reliving
Korin.
it and talking all about it.
Huh?
It makes me not even be able to imagine
pride and never forget what it means.
how people in the 90s felt like growing up with it.
Yajirobe, can
I only
please
grew up
have
with like
another
Dragon Ball
Senzu
Z,
bean?
Huh?
and then got
You
Dragon
should
Ball
still
later.
Be full from that last one. Here you go.
Thanks.
Give it to Piccolo.
Eat up.
No.
No, you can't. Are you crazy? Whoa, wait
That
just a
comes
minute.
with Goku having a
What the
pure
heck
heart.
Are you thinking?
That's why he gave
It's
Frieza
simple.
that
If I
scum
destroy
so many
you,
chances.
That also destroys Kami.
Piccolo's not scum though.
Besides, without a rival to fight, I'd get pretty bored. Maybe you should stick around.
Honestly, when Dragon Ball Z first started, I
doesn't
kind of
change
wished
anything,
Piccolo
fool.
stayed as his rival. And while I
Mercy is
kind
a
of do kind of
loathsome
wish it,
trait, and
I'm
you
glad
will
they're
learn
still
soon enough
implementing
that
it back
I have
in the
no
series.
such weakness. When that glorious day arrives, the whole world will be mine.
Still kind of my favorite.
When that day
Him and
comes,
Tien.
I hope you're not too disappointed. I've beaten you once, and I'll do it again.
Yeah. Oh, Chi-Chi's just
It's
infatuated.
difficult to believe that little boy I found in the woods all those years ago is now a true champion.
Goku!
Huh?
You're alive! You're so brave and you won!
Whoa! What are you
Aw.
doing, Chi-Chi?
Ah, love. It conquers all. The only thing Goku can't defeat.
And there's the love that
Goku.
Goku's like,
You have
I told you he
proven
was
worthy.
feeling. I told
Take
you.
my place as guardian.
I'm getting all
Reside
shy.
in the lookout. And there, watch over this world.
Nah.
Me? Are you serious? No way, not me. That's your job. I wouldn't put you out on the street like that. Plus,
Like
I'd
I'm
die of
taking your
boredom.
job.
But you could do so much good, and you're the only one I can trust.
Yeah, you gotta remember, Kami is a mantle. He's not an actual like. He's not the actual god.
Flying Nimbus! Yeah.
Flying Nimbus.
Wait!
Bye-bye now. See you later.
Bye bye.
Woohoo!
Man, Chi-Chi does still have a pure heart. Aside from
Well,
her
aren't you
not
going to
acting
go
like
after
it.
him?
No, I could never force him.
It's true that he isn't the type to stay at one place for very long. Knowing him, he'll just keep getting
Oh,
stronger.
the credits!
Show up when we least expect him.
Are you sure it was okay to turn down Kami like that?
There's not enough to do in that place. I'd rather go out and keep getting stronger.
It was a good choice.
stay one
You would
step
not
ahead
have
of
survived
Piccolo.
further. Raditz would have
So you
murdered
plan to
all
keep
of you
working hard even though you just won the world tournament?
and everyone else.
Sounds like I landed a good catch. If you're gonna do it, then do it right and show that Piccolo jerk who's boss.
Right. All right, off we go.
Oh, and I found out
Ready?
the real
Come on
quick,
now.
since we're ending it, the dubbing isn't off. My headset is actually pulling from my OBS recording, so it was lagging. So if anyone got confused by, because in the previous episode, I mentioned that it felt like the dubbing was a little off and it was kind of classic. But it wasn't. So if anyone remembers that and got confused by it, we're skipping it. I want to see the after credit scene. Oh. Their portrait and everything. Oh.
Today is our first day as newlyweds, Goku.
I don't know anything about this newlywed business. What is it we're supposed to do?
First of all, I think we should find a new place to live.
Yeah, you're gonna
Huh?
need a place.
What's wrong with this house?
It's too small for the two of us. Daddy gave me a house capsule as our wedding gift. All we need to do now is find the
So
perfect
I don't think
place
we
to
ever
live.
got to see
It's
this
where we'll build our lives together.
in
so it
the
has
manga
to
or
be
the anime.
special.
I don't know
Might be
about
fun
the
anyway,
anime,
so
if
I'll
this
leave
is like
to
part of
you,
the filler,
Chi-Chi.
but
Don't
never really
say
saw this
things
in the
like
manga.
that, Goku. This is the kind of thing we should decide together.
because it kind of
A
just
married
ends.
couple discusses everything
there.
before making a final decision. At least that's what I've heard.
But I do like this extra
Whoa.
stuff. There is
Seriously?
extra stuff
Yes,
in
seriously.
Kakarot. It's
Now
not
let's
just
go shop
story,
around
and I
together.
love it. I love it so much. It's another reason to play Kakarot.
This spot looks pretty good, huh?
I'd prefer somewhere quieter. The
Yeah,
whole
the
aura
forest.
here is a little unsettling.
Really? If you say so.
He's going
What
to
about
watch them choose a
here?
place. Ha!
It's certainly quiet enough and has an impressive view, but it's so inconvenient. We can't go anywhere without the flying Nimbus.
But it's...
Fair enough.
No, okay.
This is too much like a vacation home. This is our home, not somewhere to train.
Perfect.
Okay. How about this?
And I love how they're actually going to locations like
Is perfect.
in the desert, in the
exactly what I was
forest,
looking
in this
for.
area.
Oh, yeah?
Like they're choosing
Then
areas. They're not actually going to like
Absolutely.
housing
Now let's get our
locations.
house
They're like
built.
looking for planes.
Whoa! Chi-Chi, watch out!
Those models though,
Chi-Chi, you okay?
kind of stiffly turned around.
No injuries.
I kind of love it.
I missed. She was just lucky.
That was dangerous.
All the
Why would you
generic
do
enemies, by
something
the way,
like
in this
that?
game, including the thugs made, are just so lovely.
We were hired to
How
come
they're
here and
designed.
snuff you out.
By
We
who?
even got these awesome weapons. You seem to have a lot of enemies out there, Goku.
Oh, probably the
Wait,
rich fat
you
cat
know
who
I
hired
am?
General Tao.
I don't know what you did to deserve this, but it won't matter when I'm through with you.
Okay. Well, this is unexpected. Wow, they're not that hard, are they? I don't think this is the buff. I think I am just that strong.
Oh, damn it. He's
There
just
weren't
too
that many thugs. I got
strong.
like a bunch of achievements.
Too much
Oh,
to
it was
handle,
probably... So I was
even
beating
with
up
our
thugs
weapons.
beforehand. So yeah, this is a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world to the
I hope you learned your
DLC.
lesson. You
This is
better stop
awesome.
these evil ways.
So pumped.
Hey, you two all right?
Sexy
I
cop.
received reports of an explosion in the area, so I got here as fast as I could.
We're fine. Goku
So
just
much
mopped the
having,
floor
I'm
with
having
those
so much
bad
fun.
guys.
And I haven't even... I completed the entire game, got platinum, and I still haven't completed all the activities. Like, I gotta go see people that I thought I didn't need to see anymore.
Oh, really?
And there's so many
You've
more
got some
activities I can
muscle
do
there.
because you... I mentioned in the showcase that you can have multiple main characters, but, like, I have to equip Gohan and go to see Krillin or something, and, like, I didn't know that. Because it doesn't show up on your map unless you're actually that character, but you can see it in
They were
non-completed
just
missions.
a couple of bad apples.
Bad
They have
apple.
firearms. Those men are... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
I'm
A whole lot
Goku.
of them are wanted criminals. I've gotta compensate you for capturing them.
Ooh, money.
What's that?
It means he wants to pay you as a thanks for catching the bad guys.
These guys escaped from prison 3 years ago when King Piccolo tried to take over. They've been wreaking havoc all this time, so by capturing them, you've done us all a huge favor.
It was nothing, really.
But plenty of other
Yeah, got
scumbags
some
escaped
money
as
for
well.
living on.
For real?
And word on the street is they've grown in
Oh,
number
I
after
can start getting
reuniting with their
money from them.
comrades.
I can't believe lowlives of that caliber have the audacity to just rove the streets like that.
You seem highly competent to me. Think you could help us bring these scumbags to justice? You'll
And
be
don't worry,
rewarded
in the
each
far
time you bring
future,
one in,
you'll
so
get an
just talk to your nearest
employee
police
called
officer
Krillin.
whenever you've caught someone. Or you could just come straight
Oh.
to me. I'm usually patrolling
Be a
in
bounty
West
hunter
City.
in this one?
Oh yeah, and if I happen upon discovery info for a criminal, I'll contact
Oh
you
my
with the
god, you
details.
straight up just become
I'm
a
not
bounty
sure
hunter
what
after
all
you're done
that
with the
means,
story.
But if bad guys like that are out there, you can count on me to bust their heads. They're a lot weaker than Piccolo. But this could still be good.
Bringing villains to justice is
Oops.
all well and good, but just be careful out there.
There's
Fair
nothing
enough.
to worry about. I'd never lose to weaklings like that.
I can flick away about
That's
it.
what I like to hear. Anyway, I'd better take these thugs in for processing.
He's got to be careful though, because his key shield isn't as strong as when he becomes like a Super Saiyan or whatever. He doesn't really have a key shield.
Okay, Goku. I know this has been hectic, but let's get our
At the
new
moment.
house set up already.
Okay, lovely wife.
Wow, that's a pretty nice house.
It is.
And thanks to you, we were able to build it on prime real estate. But if things like
Until the
that keep
government tells
happening,
you
we
gotta
won't
pay
have
some
any time
taxes
to
that you
enjoy
didn't
our
know you
lives
had
as
to.
Newlyweds. Those scoundrels said they were specifically after you, Goku.
They did, didn't they?
It's a whole
But who
nother
could have
story.
hired them? Any idea?
I don't
I still think we're gonna get a cameo from the fat cat who hired Mercenary Tao, who I was telling you about, like when he became a... No, it's him! Shenron, once killed by Demon King Piccolo, has been resurrected. The only thing standing between me and those Dragon Balls is that deplorable little snot, Goku. I will use a band of thugs to wipe out for good. This time has come for me to conquer the world. Who could this mysterious character be who's after the resurrected Dragon Balls and is headed out for Goku? I realize that is not him speaking. Are you sure this is gonna work? It would be better for us not to start anything. Doesn't really say who's talking, so I gotta mix it up. Yes! I love them. They're awesome. So they're hiring people to kick my butt? Okay. While there is, like, obviously side quests to do with... Well, let's see. Let's see really quick. Yeah, so we got side quests to do. While we have that, you're gonna have to see that on your own. You're gonna have to enjoy the heck out of that on your own. I will do another episode based on Tien's backstory, but that's it. That's all you get. I am... If you want to see more,
Nice. I've got plenty of
Kakarot goes on
energy
sale
now.
quite a bit. I highly advise it. Can't wait for the next DLC. You'll have so much fun playing it if you haven't already. And yeah, I don't know. I would love, if I ever make money off this, to be sponsored by Bandai Namco one day. Because God, I am a huge fan for their games, even the meh ones. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.